The full moon lunar eclipse happens at 23 degrees in Virgo with the south node, which is at 27 degrees on March 13th, 14th, depending on where you are in the world. It's all about a karmic release, a culmination, a partial revealing, as the eclipse obscures part of what's revealed. Issues around our health, routines, work, small business, people you hire, rental income, pets, organization, decluttering, communication, and to-do lists, just to name a few. A destiny can be fulfilled in your Virgo part of the sky, maybe an achievement of some kind within your community as well. And this eclipse does have a positive aspect. It has Uranus and Taurus trining this eclipse and Mars and Cancer making a sextile to it. And although Saturn is opposing the lunar eclipse from Pisces, we do have Mars and Cancer trining Saturn and the Sun here. This could look like some ease of change and easy letting go of a karmic story to allow for a new beginning in the Virgo part of your chart, but one that you are the initiator of with Mars here. It can be an emotional new beginning as well, as emotions are always involved because it is a lunar eclipse. The moon rules Cancer and we have Mars in Cancer, but in good flow to this full moon, there can be a deep feeling or sense of growth and change as well, as we also have Pluto sextiling the North Node in Pisces and trining the South Node at this eclipse. You can feel eerily in sync with life's destiny in the Pisces part of your sky at this time. Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and welcome to March. For you, Sagittarius, the lunar eclipse is happening in your 10th house of career, fame, reputation, father figures, government, political positions, legacy, and titles. There could be a release around what you do for a career, what you're known for. There can definitely be the releasing of one career in preparation for another at this time, and as the next 6 months unfold. You may be even experiencing this already as eclipse energy starts several weeks before the actual event happens or after as the weeks unfold. There's definitely something happening here as you have Uranus and Taurus in your 6th house of work, day-to-day routines, health, pets, making a trine of ease and flow to this 10th house lunar eclipse, showing a sudden yet smooth and even happy change to releasing one job or career for another. You could be gaining a new title, a new position, possibly getting married, and maybe that's changing your title and how you're viewed up in that 10th house of high visibility, because you do have Jupiter in your 7th house of significant others and partnerships and business and love. So there's always the potential of that happening whenever you have a Jupiter transit to the 1st house or the 7th. This may also look like you used to work in an office, but you get a sudden opportunity to work from home within the same company. If you aren't necessarily leaving a job, just changing positions internally. The ability to work from home is here because you have Uranus in your work house, making a sextile of Saturn, the Sun, and the North Node, which are all kind of packed into your 4th house of home and family, which this is really where your focus is going to be for the next year and a half. If you're not working from home, it could be that a new opportunity can bring positive changes within your home life, having a ripple effect on all the other angles of your chart. Maybe you'll be able to sell like a property and move home, but it would be a change that you want to make as Mars is in Cancer in that 8th house of shared resources, rebirth, and transformation, and it's making a trine to Saturn in the 4th, showing maybe like a breakthrough or release in family dynamics or a previously painful story. A deepening of emotions within the home and family members could be happening. And there could be good news here too for your children or about them, because we have the ruler of this lunar eclipse, which is Mercury, in your 5th house of children, love, romance, luck, and creativity, making a conjunction with Venus here too in Aries. There could be money luck happening with this aspect, and maybe that's where we're seeing the leaving of an old job or an old title behind. There could also be success in education for your children, like they want a scholarship at school or a competition or for higher education. Maybe they got into their school of choice, for example. You could also have a strong desire to work on communication and artistic projects like music, poems, cinema, interior design, or home improvement and design, creative education projects, sports, just to name a few at this time as well, because there's such a strong focus on your 4th house and your 5th house over the next few months, as we will have Venus and Mercury spending a lot of time here due to the retrogrades. We also have Pluto sextiling from your third house of communication over to that North Node in Pisces in your fifth, indicating like a healing or a transformative communication with a love or children, or meeting a love that will have this effect on you. You could also meet a powerful new love interest through social media, through traveling locally, possibly at a community event or fundraiser, through a childhood friend, cousin, or sibling, just as an example as well. With this Pluto signature, it can also be a powerful communication project or a creative project or something around education that you may be beginning now. Sagittarius is the teacher and the traveler. So it could be an app that you're developing, or you get the idea for that, or for like a book idea, just to name a few. Mars in the 8th Cancer house trining over to the 4th could be like a home office as well. If you're getting or developing a new job and you'll be working from home, and you can get the loan or funding for that. If this isn't about you, it can be a partner, since again, you still have Jupiter in that 7th house of partnership, and it can be new beginnings for them in career. And this is what is positively affecting the other angles of your chart, which are the 1st house of self, the 4th house of home, and the 10th house of career. The March 29th partial solar eclipse in 9 degrees is just beautiful with no harsh aspects, and is happening in your 5th house of love, luck, winning, speculative gains, creativity, theater, fame, children, romance, self-expression. And this is wrapping up the Libra Aries eclipse cycle that began when the nodes and the eclipses started happening here in July 2023. This 5th house will be highlighted, and new beginnings can unfold here starting now and for the next 6 months, and will be trining your sun, moon, or ascendant. You'll feel it the most from 4 to 14 degrees, the strongest, but all Sagittarians can benefit from this. There can be a new phase or beginning with your children, falling pregnant with the solar eclipse happening here. A new love coming into your life can unfold and walk through this portal over the next 6 months. New creative project ideas showing up in the spotlight, expressing yourself more, winning in sports, winning a creative competition, just to name a few. And this can happen anytime starting now, a few weeks prior to the eclipse, and over the next 6 months. The ruler of this eclipse is Mars, and Mars is located over in your Cancer 8th house of sex, death, transformation, deep, intimate bonding, rebirth, investments. The 8th house covers shared resources, taxes, loans, inheritance, mysteries, secrets, detective work, and the occult, just to name a few. If you meet someone new over the next few months, it will no doubt be a deep, transformative, and magnetic love with the signature here. And if you are already partnered, that romance could be more committed, maybe resulting in an engagement or a marriage, since we also have Jupiter in the 7th. And again, Jupiter can be a huge indicator of new love entering our life when we have that transit over the 7th or the 1st house. And that's where we see this 8th house being activated, as deep intimacy happens here, and very bonded intimacy, because Mars rules this house naturally, along with Pluto. So Mars is very at home here. It can be a very emotionally intense or addicting kind of love. I'm just throwing it out there. Mars in Cancer in the 8th. Yeah, and then we also have Pluto making a sextile to Venus in Pisces at 28 degrees in your 5th house happening at the same time. What's going on here, Saggy? Pluto rules the 8th and is sitting in your 3rd. Maybe you will meet this person in your community while driving to another state close by, moving neighborhoods, becoming part of a new group in your local area, like a nonprofit group, or joining a social movement, political group. It could be online, a dating app. A message can come through unexpectedly or in an unusual way. It could be a direct message. Maybe a friend gives you this person, your contact info, for example, or they find you online. Pluto rules deep research and the hidden. This person could be someone who holds a lot of power within your community, or has been kind of, sounds so creepy, but like looking you up behind the scenes or researching how to get a hold of you. Doesn't have to be that way. creepy, that is. If this isn't love that you're looking for, although it may find you nonetheless, it could be a creative project that you're developing, some form of self-expression or a business behind the scenes, something that you'll make possibly a significant amount of money from, with the depositor of this positive solar eclipse being in the 8th house. It could be a lump sum of money that comes in as well, with Mars flowing to Saturn in your 4th. Saturn rules your 2nd house of Capricorn, and that's the house of earned income and banking. So these money houses are lit up. Maybe you'll be working on a project or working from home and can bring in quite a bit of money with this aspect. And just to kind of take a few steps back, this could also be like finding, I wouldn't say like loopholes in your taxes because that sounds illegal, but like getting a tax break, hiring an accountant to help you save money. So maybe you're seeing chunky money is ruled by the 8th house. So maybe you're getting a nice chunk coming back during this tax season. All in all, this is really a beautiful energy and a great way to close out the month and begin spring. It's an exciting time ahead for you, Sagittarius. So get out your pen and paper, phone, or tablet, and write down any of the ideas that come to you now and over the next few weeks and months ahead. Take care, and we'll see you in April.